Good evening, everybody. As you may know, that I ended my 4 months long Sutta discussion program on June 17, just a little over 1 month, little over actually a few weeks ago. The reason why I discontinued the program was that I had to prepare myself for the rainy retreat program, which was scheduled to be held on June 7. So but with the rainy retreat program, I started another series of talks in Sinhala and English, but they're gonna be actually pretty concise and very short. So today I wanna share with you the talk that I gave in both Sinhala and English. So it's pretty much about how to deal with envy, which we call in Pali abhijjhā. So abhijjhā comes under one of the unskilled thoughts in the akusala section. As you know, there are 10 kusalas and 10 akusalas, and there are 3 skilled thoughts, while there are 3 unskilled thoughts. So the first one being the envy. So the Pali term is abhijjhā. So the opposite term is anabhijjhā. Now, as you know, in English, envy and jealousy has a difference. Envy simply means that you don't tolerate, you don't like what others possess. In the same way, abhijjhā means that you are not happy about what others actually use, what others have, especially about their wealth and possessions. So in my short talk, I'm actually gonna share with you one of the good ways to deal with this thought of possessing others' possessions or belongings from Buddhist perspective. Now, let's take a look at what happens to us when we are envious. Now, jealousy is the bigger version of envy. So it's much more dangerous than being envious. But usually, all the jealousy things start from envy actually. So now, what happens to us when we are envious, when we don't tolerate others' possessions and belongings or achievements or whatever the things, material, immaterial things, is that we, right away actually, get infested with other bunch of defilements. For example, anger and jealousy. Since anger and jealousy, they are 2 mutual type of bad states. It could be anger that comes first, or it could be jealousy that comes first. But when other people are angry about these things in this context, you know that this person is angry. When they sometimes raise their voice, tone, and you get to know something is not working properly, something is not going really good. Anyway, and then what happens because of envy that causes anger and jealousy to start, and then what happens because of anger and jealousy, that person is gonna be really ignorant, which you call disillusion with the situation. Then that person doesn't know what's going on, whether what he or she is doing at that point, and then there are gonna be a lot of problems coming up with that ignorance. Now see, envy, jealousy, anger, and ignorance. Now, as I told you at the beginning, mudita is one of the best way to deal with this state of mind, this envy. You can actually deal with envy in the first place, not letting envy burst or move on to the other, develop onto the other states of unskilled thoughts. So what is mudita? As you know, mudita comes in the bundle of, in the set of 4 divine abodes, right? Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha, which we call in English loving kindness, compassion, altruistic joy, and equanimity. Um, I actually like to call mudita to be a state, uh, I mean, much wider than we know by altruistic joy. As I understand, mudita, deeply means that to have an ability to believe in one's own karma and the karma of other people. Especially when it comes to this envy stage, what we need to understand is that, I mean, if you think that you are coming up with any of the bad type of thoughts of possessing other people things, you need to use mudita to feel that this is their own karma, uh, you know, uh, uh, for them to actually come up with all those achievements things. If you believe in your karma and their karma, it's one of the good points for you not to come up with envious thoughts. And at the same time, I ask you to look at your own karma. Sometimes you never look at what you've been achieving so far. Sometimes what you've been achieving so far could be, I mean, much better than other people. But we never get to see what we've been achieving so far, what we've been accomplishing so far. The simple reason is that we always get to see other people, not ourselves. Uh, but if you look at yourself and achievements, and accomplishments and all these good things, you probably come up with a feeling, oh my goodness, I mean, I've been really doing really good. I mean, not to put other people down, but to feel satisfied, contained, and really happy about your own karma. So use mudita, practice mudita to deal with envy, which you call abhijjhā, and then try to get up to a point which you call anabhijjhā. So there is no envy, so you can be really happy about yourself, and then you're gonna accept other people's karma, and then you're gonna actually not letting such envious thoughts to come up and then to develop in you. So that is my advice about dealing with envy, which you call abhijjhā. So I hope that you learned this point. So from today onwards, I'm actually planning to do a short video series about these talks that I've been doing and I will be doing in this place, especially about some of the bad states of our bad states of our mind, or something much bigger than that. So thank you. Have a good night. Take care.